getting in some cross training, playing tennis. We're probably gonna get schooled. This is week 18 of the vlog. This week I want to talk a little bit about making lemonade. No matter who you are, you're going to have things that come up that interrupt your training. Like whether it's family, injuries, equipment problems, your job. There's a lot of different things that can interrupt your perfect week or your training schedule just the way that it's written. So that's something that's happened to me over the past week. So last week when I was disassembling my bike in order to be able to paint it with Plasti-Dip, one of the screws for on my seat stay snapped off. So it actually broke off inside the frame. This is the third time that's happened. The other two times I was able to get it out. This time I haven't been able to get it out. So I took it to Velofix. They've had some difficulty being able to get it out. So I spent last week without my bike. On top of that, the pool here at a condo has been closed for the last week and a half, and it's going to be closed for this week as well. So I had planned last week on having a really big bike focus week, but obviously that was no longer in the cards for me. So instead of focusing on what I couldn't do, I decided to shift my focus to some of the things that I would now have the opportunity or the time to do for my week of training. So one of the things that I could do is running, another one was strength. So I decided to have a really big run focus and reintroduce strength back into my program. So last week I ran every single day. I think I did about 125 kilometers. I did a number of hilly runs both on the treadmill and doing a couple loops through Hyde Park. And I did the MEC 15K race. MEC 15K race was really great because it was a good opportunity for me to get in a good solid tempo run. Over the last few weeks, my tempo runs have been a little bit disappointing. I've really struggled to hit my paces, so doing the MEC 15K was the perfect opportunity to, in a race setting, just really get in a good, strong effort. Unfortunately, in that race, a little IT knee issue that I've had on and off, it did flare up a little bit. But overall, I was really happy with my running last week, and really happy with both the quality and the mileage that I was able to get in. Top of that, I reintroduced strength back into my program. So strength's something that I was really good with in November, December, January. Then since I got into triathlon training, it's kind of fallen by the wayside. I just haven't been making time for it. And strength training is something that when I do it, I'm always really glad that I made the time for it. I just don't always make it a priority that it should. Back in November, I'd gone to see a physiotherapist, and she was able to identify all sorts of misbalances that I have throughout my body. It also gave me exercises in order to work on them. And I did notice a big difference when I was doing those exercises, and then I've gone back to some of my old habits since I stopped doing them. So this past week I was able to get to the gym 3 times and do a lot of core work and do some of those exercises that I was given in order to work on the misbalances that I have and some of the weaknesses that I have. So overall, I don't feel like last week was a week lost of training. I was really happy with the work that I was able to get in. So just for anyone, when your week's going sideways, your training plan's going sideways, instead of being able to focus on what you can't do, it is always best to just refocus on the work that you can get in and the work that you can get done and make the best of it. So that's it for this week's video. I'm hoping to have my bike back very soon so I can show you what my new and improved Kijiji Superbike looks like. If you like what you see, please click the subscribe button down below. And on a completely unrelated note, the NHL playoffs start this week, so I'm very excited that the Toronto Maple Leafs are back in the playoffs. So go Leafs, go!
Oh, this you crazy mother!